Hi everyone, my name is Andrea Hall. I found my professional counseling informed consent form from the West Texas Counseling Center. I found the consent form to be really easy to read. The language was easy for me to understand. It was clear, clearly laid out, and included small information to big important pieces of information. So I will start with laying out some of that info. It included the counselor's approach, their credentials, what to do in case of an emergency, billing information, contact information, how they handle appointments and cancellations, the number and length of sessions, how they view the counselor and client relationship, the goals, purposes, benefits of therapy, confidentiality and its limitations, the potential risks of therapy, what to do in case of an emergency, court, or if the therapist is incapable of practicing, or death, consent to treatment, and contact info. So comparing what I found from that Texas informed consent form to the ACA Code of Ethics was pretty easy because it pretty much matches everything that our Code of Ethics lays out as a guideline for us. Everything pretty much matched. They included everything. They really touched every single base, and I found that to be very impressive just because there were so many different things that I didn't even think about including. And they really hit every single mark that our ethics code includes. A few things that they didn't include that are mentioned in our code of ethics, though, were technology, the continuation of services, and I actually think that's pretty much it. So they did pretty well. So comparing the Texas informed consent form to my state, which is New Jersey, rules and regulations was interesting because I scoured my state's counseling handbook for any sort of shred of information regarding informed consent and its guidelines, and I found no information. Our handbook did refer to consent throughout it, but there wasn't just a broken out section referring to informed consent and what our state guidelines are, what we should include, what we're required to include. Nothing. There was just no information. And as you can tell, I found this to be shocking that we didn't have any sort of guideline. I did read an article by Handelsman and Galvin, 1988, and I will put all the references below. And they discuss how to write an informed consent form and go through that process. So I thought that was really interesting that there's articles about writing informed consent forms, because especially in states like New Jersey where there are no sort of definite guidelines, that's really important, especially if you plan on working in a private practice where you're developing these forms and not working at a larger company where they might have these forms available for you. So after reading all of this info and gathering this new knowledge, my question for all of you is, if your state doesn't have any sort of rule or guideline regarding informed consent, what do you do? Do you refer back to our ethics code? Or I'm not sure. So that's the question that that has been raised in my mind after reading all of this info. Thank you all so much for watching. I appreciate it. Look forward to hearing from you. Bye.